know they're a great team. They got the best of us 2 times. And so, third time, here we go. We'll see what we can do.
No matter what happens today, what a win for Seattle this year. You know, the departure of Russell, you got Gino make the Pro Bowl, you got a winning record, so many things that went in their favor this year. But of course, they want the W and they want to keep this thing going. They're going to need to generate some offense. They've only scored 1 touchdown in the last 2 meetings against the Niners. How do they change that today?
Well, I think they got to find a way to establish some rhythm in the run game. It's playoff football. It's kind of be physical, and I know it's going to be hard to point of attack against the 49ers, but they just got to stay relentless. Don't give up. Just keep going. Keep handing it off to Kenneth Walker. And then, obviously the play action game might open up, but just don't give up on the run game at this juncture of the season. The teams that run the ball the best are going to be the teams that win.
Coach Brock Purdy, we talked about it, 5-0 as a starter, playing with a ton of confidence. How do you game plan against him?
Yeah, I think this first, and for Seattle, I don't know that you're game planning against Brock Purdy. The best thing you can do to affect Brock Purdy is negate the run by San Francisco. And so 2nd and 4 is a tough down for you defensively. 2nd and 10 is not. So you'll see some run pressures, strong safety slanting. You'll see some Mike linebackers fit in the A, willing to be. And you also have the weather. And so when you look at this, and here come the clouds and the wind and the rain, that benefits the underdog. It kind of brings the field together. So I think the key is how they hold up against the 49ers run game, and then that adds pressure to Brock Purdy.
Well, let's turn to our defensive guru up here. You mentioned it, the run game. The Niners had 180 rushing yards in 2 games so far against Seattle. So how do you slow them down, Charles?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you don't stop it. Who do you stop? Christian McCaffrey, Debo Samuel. Like, they have everything on the offense. And I think you talked about run trips together, patterns together. Like, there's no chance for us right now for Seattle to stop this team doing whatever they want to do last year. So I hate to be that guy, but they don't.
Yeah. Strikes, what do you got on this one, bud?
Charles Woodson right off the plane, just raw and authentic. That's great. Seattle, we all know about the Russell Wilson trade and how John Schneider is going to be crowned executive of the year for that, their general manager. But today, watch all the rookies they have on the field. Chris, you mentioned it earlier. They have 2 starting offensive tackles that are rookies. Kenneth Walker's a rookie. Tariq Woolen's a rookie. Kobe Bryant's a rookie. William Mafe, the pass rusher, is a rookie. Rookies everywhere playing big roles. Seattle absolutely cleaned up this offseason, and a lot of people thought they might have been one of the worst teams in the league coming into the season.
Huge win right there. Thank you so much, Trent. Coming up, I sit down with Debo Samuel and Trent Williams. Plus, we dive even deeper into this huge rematch between the division rivals. Niners Seahawks. More conversation next.
So who's it going to be? Tom? Could be Danny.
Guess it's on Maggie.
Should we have another one?
Talk to us about retirement today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Mass Mutual.
All right. What? Oh, don't judge me, Anton. Alcohol free. Oh, rated mature. All you can eat $14.99. In Las Vegas, it is always on. Showtime to go time. Lay that back, slow-mo time. It's 5 square miles and then some. Heart race, post count, barely catch your breath time. So if you're ready for the spotlight, come ready to play. Because there's only one place. You are never on the sideline. Las Vegas, the greatest arena on earth.
Every day I spend my San Francisco.
They are the most talented team in the league.
Running back, got it. Tight end, got it. Wide receivers, got it. Great defense, got it.
He's got it for the touchdown. What a catch by George Kittle. Brock Purdy off of the bench has his first NFL touchdown.
The Niners. Does it even matter who plays quarterback?
Congratulations to the 49ers. They clinched the NFC West.
They go 5-0. Brock Purdy's
10 in a row as they head into the postseason. You know, it's not unusual for San Francisco to be part of the conversation this time of year. It is unusual to see a team on their third string starting quarterback being this dominant. I sat down with Trent Williams and Deebo Samuel this week to find out how these Niners just keep mining for gold. You guys are the envy of a lot of teams around the league, and there's a lot of guys that are going to be sitting home this weekend wishing that they could be a part of something like this.
Damn good, too.
Here we are, a few days away from your first playoff game. How would you summarize the year so far?
It's in the NFL, you know, obviously we don't have the same guy under center that we thought we'd start out with, and that's just the tip of the iceberg.
All the adversity and stuff that we've been through as a team this year, the way that our guys stepped up and continue this 10-game winning streak has been amazing.
10-game winning streak, the arrival of yet another weapon in this massive arsenal that you guys already have in Christian McCaffrey. How would you describe who he has been for this team and who he is as a player?
He's similar to Deebo. Talking about, you know, running back being able to play the wide receiver. It's the same type of weapon, and they're interchangeable.
Airs it out, has Ayuk wide open. He's got it.
I call him a godsend in the sense that he just kind of unlocked the offense. He had weapons before he got here.
It's just crazy to see all the things that he do, the way he run routes, the way he run the ball. He brings confidence out of everybody to just feed off each other.
And behind you, you've got this young man in Brock Purdy that has stepped into a situation, and he seems unaffected by anything.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Irrelevant to many, he becomes extremely relevant now.
He's the most confident, like, it's just crazy, the energy and what he brings out there, like, just not scared of anything.
What a throw from Brock Purdy. He shows some swagger, too.
Nothing about him says rookie. And knowing the way his offense is, it's not like we give him the ball and say we're winning for it. You got 5 weapons that literally can take you 99 at any given time. You got offensive line that's protecting you. You got a run game that's keeping the defense on the hill and not being able to think of a one-dimensional game plan.
He doesn't have to do it all.
Exactly. From the beginning, from the fall camp, I think we could look around and see the talent on the team. We automatically knew we had a chance.
This organization has done an incredible job top to bottom, but it starts with the individual sitting in front of me in class acts. It's been a joy to watch you guys. Keep it going. Thank you. Appreciate the time. So, you're Kyle Shanahan, coach. Deebo's back. Blythe is back. Christian McCaffrey. You have so many weapons. How do you make sure they all eat?
Yeah, well, the first thing is that they're not going to all eat the same amount each week. But if I promise you, as the season progresses, we'll all eat the same amount. It's one of those problems that's a good one to have, obviously. Look, the 2 receivers are threats. Both with the ball in their hands, they're threats. They're really good run after the catch guys. The tight end special, we haven't even talked about the fullback, the halfback.
George Kittle, you got
these
me.
guys,
So many,
it's what you're looking to do when you piece together a team, and I think they've done the same thing on defense. They're the most complete team in our league, and when they come out of that tunnel and they got that boom box going, and they're all there. It's like,
And it's an attitude, and we know
Yeah,
that does
I love it.
translate.
I love
to
it.
field. So the Niners have the #1 scoring offense since Brock Purdy took over. What is he doing, Mike, that you're seeing that is just working?
I think he's just making all the right decisions. And quarterbacks are, judged off the decision making. How you go into a game, how you get in and out of the huddle, how you make decisions, how you process the information. I think Brock has just really took on to that well, and he's put everybody in a position where, this offense didn't miss a beat. And Christian McCaffrey, 10 touchdowns in the last 10 games, not forgetting about him in the passing game. That's made all the difference.
You know one thing or two about being an athlete. This kid's an athlete up there, and he just makes plays and
He can move,
ton of
he's
confidence.
He's special.
X Factor today, Charles?
Brandon Ayuk. I think when you look at this team and all the weapons that they have, here's all the guys we're going to talk about before we get to him. McCaffrey, Elijah Mitchell, Depot, Fred Warner, Hufanga, Trent Williams, Kittle. You're going to talk about all these guys today until you get to Brandon Ayuk. But when you watch the game, there's going to be a big third down somewhere that they're going to need to pick up. And then here comes number 11. He's going to show up. He's going to make a big play. And he's going to be a guy that's going to blow the game wide open for him. So Brandon Ayuk is your X factor.
I love it. Can't wait to watch. Playoffs are here, you guys. After the break, our Super 6 picks are next. Stay with us. I'm so upset about last week. I don't talk about it. So angry.
Can we put the pick stacks up?
Oh, we will. Oh,
We got to the end of the story. Yeah.
It's not like the good old days.
It's not like the good old days.
It's not like the good old days. Stop parroting everything. Instead, drink a bit. Think for yourself.
Since when do you dictate what we do?
Exactly. You're the boss of us. Power to the people. Individuality often complicates things. Red Bull gives you wings. Special Forces School's toughest test. Wednesday on Fox. Most trusted, most watched. The Fox 8 News meteorologists. Cleveland's own weather experts.
In our winter, the forts aren't made of snow. There's no such thing as wind chill. The only thing frozen is your cocktail. And our people shine as bright as the sun. Feel the warmth. Live the beat.
Ohio, the wait is over. DraftKings Sportsbook is officially live. That means betting legally on same-game parlays, spreads, money lines, props, and more. Anytime and anywhere across the state. So get hyped, Ohio. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly and get in on action.
Here, you're either loving it or you're enjoying it. The all-powerful Kia SUVs assembled in Georgia. Kia, movement that inspires.
Playoffs, baby. We are about an hour away from kickoff. Last thoughts on this game.
Really quickly, if you're looking at the coaching hiring cycle right now, DeMeco Ryans is defensive coordinator for the 49ers. He's the hottest name in a lot of circles. He has been requested by 4 teams. He has accepted 3 to interview. This could be his showcase. All the owners are watching. All the fans are watching. If they come out there and they put out the Seahawks and put on a show, look for DeMeco Ryans to be the hottest name coming out next week.
We know what happens. We don't have enough time to talk about how many prospects he's got. Right now, I'm really upset because all I needed was the Cowboys to win last week, and I would have been in close contention with Sean, who's at the top of our leaderboard time, and Schrager. Yeah, you're really holding it here. You know what? I think that the Vikings, although they've had the 11 more games, I think that they come out big today against the Giants, tomorrow, and make a statement against the Giants and win by 10, right?
In a very competitive game, I'm going to take the Chargers over the Jags by 13.
Miami Dolphins, you guys have given me a thrilling ride this season. I rolled with you guys for as long as I could, man. You played well, but too many injuries mounted up on you guys and just couldn't sustain. I got to jump off the train, man. I'm sorry. I got the Buffalo Bills about 14. But thank you. Thank you.
It's been one. So, look, I've coached for 2 years at Miami University in Oxford, Ohio. And we go down to Cincinnati. We get Montgomery and ribs. We get Skyline chili. There's a lot of things to eat in that city. They're hosting a playoff game. I see the Bengals beating the Ravens by 9 points. Yeah, I think they're one of those hot teams you talked about. I like the Bengals by 9.
All right, so that gives me the Monday night game. Whatever happens, whoever loses, that's the topic Tuesday. Cowboys lose, what a collapse. Bucks lose, Brady lost. I can't pick against Tom Brady, guys. I'm picking the Buccaneers and upset at home by 3.
DB,
12 back out. America's
oh my God.
They got the 49ers by 10 in this game.
All right, it's going to be a great one. It is the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy it and enjoy GMC Fox NFL Saturday starts right now.
There's something extra wild about the first play. Recognizing your opponents all too well. Familiar folks and anticipate the other's next move. And nothing fuels motivation quite like the sweet taste of revenge.
Huh?
What? You don't remember what happened last time?
Just cause?
Allow me to refresh your memory. They're one of the best teams in this league. This is more than just retribution. Failure is not an option. The path of glory is through the enemy. Only the strongest will survive. The question is, how bad do you want it? This is Wild Card Weekend on Fox. Let's go.
If that doesn't get you pumped up, I don't know what will. Everybody's doing stuff right now. For the first time in his 10-year career, he is starting a playoff game. Gino's been one of the most surprising stories in the entire league, but maybe not as unexpected as Brock Purdy. He was the last player taken in this year's draft, yet worst in the lineup 6 weeks ago. The rookie has yet to lose a single game, and he's playing spectacularly. Which one continues his storybook season as they lead 2 all-time rivals in a head-to-head win-to-go-home showdown? It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Red Hot 49ers kicking off the playoffs right here on Fox. And we'll set up the entire wild card weekend for you with this Fox NFL special pregame show presented by GMC and the all-new 2023 $40 These are professional dreams. Well, here on the road to Super Bowl 57, a journey that begins here on Fox. It all opens up at the altar of the crowning achievement in football, and that's the handing out of the Lombardi Trophy. So, come on in and stay a while, folks. I'm Kurt Messi. Thank you for joining us. And a big thank you to actor Jonathan Majors. You get the movies Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and 23 with both. All right, it is time to get the rolling. Fox will have the most playoff games in 142 for any network ever, and it all starts today. But the pregame starts today. Howard, Michael, and Jim There's what the Lombardi Trophy looks like. We have a bunch of them. You got 4 out there. That big joke for humility. You got 4. America doesn't want to hear that. He can't spell humility with a vowel. Well, officially, you all combined. We all have 8 combined. We do. We all got all 8 combined. That's right. All right. It is time to get this year's playoffs started. 6 games over a 3-day weekend. Some drama and some interesting numbers.
Super Wild Card Weekend has it all. Half the playoff participants are new to the postseason from last year. And a record 5 head coaches in their first season with their new teams will be saddling the sideline. Tomorrow's Giants-Vikings matchup will be the 5th time 2 rookie ringleaders meet up. And check this out. 7 quarterbacks will be feeling that postseason pressure for the first time. In fact, in the AFC, youth yields success. All of them are just 27 or younger, with Patrick Mahomes being the senior citizen of the group. And at age 45, Tom Brady stacked up more postseason wins than the other 13 quarterbacks that starts. Are you ready for this? No franchise in the playoffs has more postseason wins than Brady does. By himself. Not bad for a 6th-round draft pick, huh? In fact, the NFC is just 1 QB taken in the first round. How wild is this? Of the 9 quarterbacks taken in this year's draft, the NFC is just 1 QB taken in the first round. How wild is this? Of the 9 quarterbacks taken in the 9th round, is one of 3 divisional duels. And for the first time,